Hello everyone and welcome to a new The Crew 2 video. I'm TheCactusMonkey and today we are going to check out the two latest cars added into the game. So this is the August cars. We will get two new street cars, one Alfa Romeo and another bike. And because I have the season pass, then I get those 7 days early access. But you all will be able to buy those or this car and bike after those 7 days have passed. So you will basically get them in September, but for us with the season pass that gets them for free 7 days early, we will get them in August. So let's jump straight into here and go into vehicles and check our new cars out. So as I said, there are street race car and a bike, and here we have them. So we have the Alfa Romeo Quadrifoglio, and then we have the bike, so an MV Agusta Brutale Dragster 800 RR, and those are not upgraded yet, but we can upgrade them a little bit with the parts I have. We will also go over the customization on the car and this bike and see how much we can change. So you can see we have already upgraded those two to 200 and 211. But let's go over to our home. We have one over here in LA. Let's go down here and customize them. So we will start off with the bike here, the Brutale Dragster, and let's see how much can we first of all customize. So we have some different visual parts, and I think we will go with that one. Then we have some fenders, carbon fiber of course, some seat or different seats, let's go with that one, carbon fiber. So I'm basically just showing all those different ones, and it's basically just adding or removing carbon fiber. But no side mirrors, exhaust. Okay, those change quite a lot. Look at those. They are like gold. Let's actually go with those gold ones just because. Then we have the rear light, and it's just adding some red in there. So there we go. That's everything we can change with the visual parts. We can add a library on here though. So due to that this have already been out for 1 day, there are already people that have done libraries. So as you can see here, you can add basically color on top like this, and you can even see that there isn't that many shared. We just have around 10. It's top 100, so it's easy to get up on this list, that's for sure. But I think we will go with a simple one with something like this, adding some black onto it. So there we go, this is now customized. We will test drive it soon, but first of all we should change this vehicle and add in the Alfa Romeo. There we go, and this should be more customizable. So first of all we can change the color. So this is the official colors. I actually think that maybe we should go with a yellow one. Maybe a chrome version. Okay, no, not on a yellow. Yellow metallic maybe? Let's see, fine tune this, something like that. That could work. Yeah, there we go. So let's apply that. Go over to visual parts, and we start with the hood. So changing some exhaust, and that's just massive. I think we will go with those ones. Then we have the front bumper, changing the lights and some color here in the front. I actually feel like we should go with one of the 7th or 8th one here. As you can see, they change, they add some carbon fiber down here instead of the yellow tint or color, and then it's basically just the front lights here, but I think we will go with the 8th one. Then we have the front fender, the wide body kit, why not, let's go with it. Then we have rims, so we have some two officials. Let's go with black. Then we have the caliper color. I guess we should go with a yellow then. Or actually maybe a green, because they have green in their logo, so yeah, that could work. Let's go with a green caliper. Oh, I exit out. Then we have side mirrors, black or yellow, or the Italian flag. Let's go with the Italian flag. Skirts, adding some carbon fiber. I'm not so sure about that down there, however. Let's zoom out a little bit. Yeah, maybe that could work. Rear fender, wide body kit. There we go. Rear wing, changing some color here. That I like that one, because I do not think any of those moves. No, they doesn't. So let's go with this one. Then we have the rear bumper. This is often where it changed a lot of stuff. So we have the exhaust down there that's changed. Oh, they actually just have 5 here, so it's not so much to look at, but they actually the second one. The exhausts are in there, they are just dark or black instead of silver or chrome. Then we have the interior color going black, I guess. Let's go with that. Change the interior material. Let's use the first one, and then insert. We can't change anything there, but there we go. We have our yellow car. I feel like this looks quite nice. Let's go over to the libraries and see if anyone have done some nice ones. So we have top 100. Let's see what's shared. I hope there will be a little bit more here. Yeah, there are maybe 30-40 different. This is not 100, but it's something. I will go through here and find some nice ones, however. So there you go. You may not even see what I added, but what I added was this little Italian flag down here above the skirts. They are looking quite good with the carbon fiber that we chose there. And we actually have some green here in a clover leaf, as you see there. So then we have something for the caliper, and also there are some green in their logo, but that's more like a dark green and red. But yeah, I'm quite happy with this. Let's go with this for a test drive, and of course we will test drive the bike as well. So we are going to try out the sleeper with those cars. So we need to change here, go back to the end, and we will start off with the Alfa Romeo car. Here we go. Let's see how good this is compared to other cars. Of course, we are doing a normal race because this is not near the max level, so it's very nice on the road. It's not like drifting away. It has quite great brakes as well. I like it quite a lot, actually. This will be like the last month's car or cars. There were the KTM Expo and the Ferrari FXXK. I will add a link to that both in the iCards up to your right and in the description down below. But I actually feel like this is a really good car, and after this race I think I will upgrade this a little bit more than my other cars. Maybe put out or take off some parts from other cars and put it on this instead, because this is a really good car. As you could see there, it took the curve or the turn really good. That can be a quite tough turn with other cars, but it's taking it really good, jumping over everything there, and we are into the second lap. So I have now added some more parts onto this car, so it's in 256 at least, and let's try to do the sleeper once more, but on hard difficulty, and see how this car handles now. So here we go in the hard race this time. Let's see how it goes. So now we have upgraded it like 47 parts, so hopefully it will go quite good. Of course, there are some better cars to meet this time as well, But I really love the brakes on this car because it takes that turn really good. And yeah, I think we could handle this race really easy. I actually think this will be one of my favorite street race cars. Of course, I have some better ones as it is right now. Also, you can listen to the motor sound of. Of course, we are coming up to a jump here, but I will give you some time to listen to the car. I know I've said it a lot of times, but I really love this car. It's so good. As it is right now, they have really nice cars. Those first months of adding 2 cars or vehicles per month, and we can also go on a little bit of an inside view here, and with the car, so you can see the interior a little bit if you didn't see from how it looked or when we customized the car previously. But it's really nice to driving actually. Really takes the road well. I guess all of you probably also want to see this with the top speed power or horsepowers 0 to 100 quarter miles, lateral G, and the brake distance. It may not be the best brake distance. Could probably fix that doing a little bit like this. There you go. Taking down the brake distance. Let's see. Now it's actually getting worse. So I think this was that. Yeah, there we have minus 1.6 meters, and then of course you can change more of those pro settings for your cars. I've also now upgraded this bike so we can do a hard race at first time, but here we can see at the pro settings, so we have a top speed at around 300 kilometers per hour, then some horsepower 0 to 100 quarter miles, lateral G, and the brake distance. Also, bikes does not have the best brake distance, but as you can see here, we can change it with 10 meters just by changing the brake balance here. So instead of having 30.5 meter, we now have 21. So that's really good. Let's go with a bike like this, and of course later we can change more of this to get the bike as good as possible. I feel it's time to do that. Detroit Interstate, and this is on hard. Of course, we just need to change our vehicle here from the bike or from the car to the bike here. So here we have it. It's the 4th, or it's actually better than this right now. That's not good. I will probably use the car quite a lot more. So we are going to do this race against some other older cars, if you haven't done the Detroit Interstate race. So those are the cars we will meet. As long as they don't crash me, then a bike is really good. It has some hard time with doing 90 degrees turns, however, and of course it can't wall grind or wall ride, but of course that's not the most fun way to play the game. I will probably not use it as much, however, due to stuff like that. You can't touch anything and then you almost crash, and when you are doing a race against other players or AIs that are driving cars, then you are quite rep, just they touch you and you are away. But I can actually say that this bike is taking the turns quite nice. And also I will let you all listen to the motor sound or the bike sound of this bike. But that was the Detroit Interstate. We are almost at the finish line here. And as you can see, it's taking the turn quite good. Of course not as good as a car, but it's quite good for being a bike. And there we go, we won that race, and we will now be able to upgrade our street vehicles a little bit more. Also, a little quick tip is to, if you are using the nitro and the handbrake at the same time, both with cars and bikes, then you can do quite fun turns. So let's see here. You can see you can do those 90-degree turns. So those are really good to use in when you are driving like in a city. I can actually go over to the Alfa Romeo here, go outside of it, and you can see you can do a 180 like that, or actually a 360. And yeah, it's quite a lot of fun to just go around using the nitro and the handbrake at the same time. And of course there were a car there, but if you have more speed, then you can do a full 360. Otherwise you can do, or you will almost always do at least 90 degrees. So it's good, like over here we can just do like that and then go into here. Of course it doesn't work the best in top speed to do a turn, but it's fun. And if you're not playing for getting the best times, then I really recommend to try this out once or twice. But if you want to see more, everyone, then please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe to not miss more The Crew 2 video. My next part, or next 2 parts of the live extreme series will come out soon.
Bye, have a great time.
I link part 2 and 3 in the iCards below, and yeah, I will see everyone later. I hope you enjoyed this video, and goodbye.